engineer. So you must be ready that how much effort, how much endeavors you have to put in to become a good engineer for the society, who can do good for the society. तो ये जो हमारा कार्य है, हम जो इंजीनियर्स का कार्य है, वो बहुत आसान काम नहीं है. हमें बड़ी विपरीत परिस्थितियों में किसी भी तरीके से जो भी व्यक्ति, जिसकी भी जो भी मुसीबत हो, जो भी प्रॉब्लम हो, उसको हमें हल करना पड़ता है. All the marvels of the modern world owe their origin to the engineers and imaginations. The things that world takes for granted are the product of fertile minds of engineers and technological brains. Now you take an example of Facebook. This is a very, very good example of engineering professionals. What you do there, when we update our status and it appears in a fraction of a second, it is the ultimate proof of the amazing technology, genius of engineering minds. Who developed this mobile? Who developed this Facebook? Who developed this TV? Who developed all these comforts which you are getting here? Who developed this microphone? All this is due to the engineers' hard work and hard determination. So what I want to say that we must have, engineers must have never say die attitude. If you have that attitude, you would be a successful engineer, otherwise not. So your determination and your work change the course of your whole life. Take it for granted. Now I come to what are the options, which is now the main theme of my presentation. After the engineer, definitely after the engineering, after your Bachelor of Engineering, after your BTech, one wants job. And for job, you appear either in your campus interviews or you go off campus and you try for the jobs. Next option could be the entrepreneurship. Because you are the engineer, you have to develop certain skills. So you can set some industry, you can set some small scale industry, and you can provide employment to others. Instead of seeking the employment from others, you can give the employment to others because we have developed those skills. And third, naturally, higher studies. After doing your BE, one may go for MTech, MBA or PhD. And I'm not here to compare what is better. MBA is better or MTech is better or GRE is better or GATE is better or CAT is better. I have already said, once you decide anything, and if you are hard determined, if you have decided, then anything is very simple. So one can ask whether I should prepare for MBA or I should prepare for MTech. I will say you have to do Atmachintan, you have to do introspect. You have to find what qualities, what attributes you are having, and depending upon those, one can decide whether I should go for MTech or I should go for this MBA or GRE, MS, and so on. So everything is equal. There is no difference between MTech, MBA. As far as salary is concerned, I can guarantee you, anyone who is MTech or MBA, they are getting equally handsome salaries. So you people most of the time bother or to worry about the salaries and packages. So what I would like to mention, you don't bother about those things. Those things will come automatically if you are perfect, if you are doing your work well. Now come to the GATE. As you all aware, what is this GATE? GATE is the acronym for Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering, and this is an all India level examination which is administered and conducted by either ISC or IITs. And what do you get after clearing the GATE? You all know, after clearing the GATE, you can get the admission into either IITs, ISC, NITs, some good renowned institution like Dhirubhai Ambani and so on. Not only this thing, you can get admission in these top-notch colleges. Apart from this, there are certain other reasons, and the previous speaker has already talked about that. And just for your information, GATE is conducted in 21 streams, including electronics and communication. I am an electronics and communication engineer. I have done my PhD from IIT Bombay. I have done my PGDIT course from the IIT Bombay. So, see what I want to say. This is not important that in which institution you are getting admission, why people are so crazy about IITs, or why anybody wants to go into IIT, not because of the package, not because of the salaries. There is a work culture entirely different from the work culture of local university. There we work in the night up to 4 in the morning. After our dinner at around 9 we go into the lab, and no professor say us do that work, this work. This is the culture there. Everyone does like this. And therefore, if you want to enjoy that atmosphere, if you want to become that real engineer, then you must think for the IITs. And when you will go into IIT, if you work hard and not hard, if you give a reasonable amount of endeavors and efforts, then I'm sure you can get into the IITs. But IITs are not for the money or the luxury. IIT is for developing in yourself those skills and to understand what society wants from us and to deliver something to the society, not to get handsome salaries. And you all know, but because someone may not be aware of this, if you want to appear in the GATE examination, you must be BE or you must be MSc or postgraduate in science discipline, then you can appear in the GATE examination. I think most of you are the engineers, so all you are eligible for GATE examination. As our previous speaker told, that now certain public sector companies like IOCL, BHEL, NTPC, Power Grid made GATE mandatory. If you don't have GATE score, then you cannot apply in this top-notch पब्लिक सेक्टर कंपनीज जिनको हम देश की सबसे प्रमुख कंपनियां हैं, जो सबसे नवरत्न कंपनीज इनको कहते हैं, इनमें यदि आप प्रवेश चाहते हैं, इसका यदि आप सदस्य बनना चाहते हैं, so you must have valid GATE score. Now there are certain fellowships, certain scholarships from the CSIR, that is Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. If you want to do some project, some work, and you want to get some scholarship, then you must have this GATE score card. GATE, now there is one institution called NITI Bombay, where they give not MTech, but it is a course in MBA. It's like an MBA course, and 2 years back, the student of NITI got the highest salary package. If you want admission in NITI also, then if you are having GATE score card more than 85 percentile, then you can apply for the NITI also. If you want to do PhD from IIMs, then also you require GATE score card. Now above all this, if you are having valid GATE score card, and by chance if you doesn't get admission in IIT, if you get, let's say, admission into either in Barkatullah University or MNIT Bhopal, and if you are having GATE card, valid GATE card, then you are eligible for the scholarships of MHRD, which is around 8 to 10,000. And most of the people may not be aware of this point. Most of the time you are having this notion in the mind that to get into the IIT you must be having very high percentile. Then only you can go into the IITs, 98 or more percentile. But I want to give you one information that in IIT there is one scheme, and especially in IIT Bombay and IIT Madras, that we call MS through the research or MTech through the research, and this is the course for the 3 years. And in this course, if you have even lesser percentile, between 85 to 95, you can get the admission in this. And what would be the advantage of taking admission through this scheme? Definitely you will be getting the degree of MTech. But this MTech degree would be given after 3 years, not after 2 years. Now one can ask, what is the advantage in that I have to spend 1 more year? The advantage is that Number one, everybody wants to live at IIT. You go to the IIT and see the climate, the greenery, and you will